We're going. Okay, there you go, cameraman.
Oh.
Are we seeing the same thing?
Tip
Welcome.
controlled by Davis.
Hello and welcome to Saints TV. This is Candle Genies. This is the beginning, boys, of a basketball season. And if you're out there listening, I might be talking boys and girls. I am joined. Zach of all trades helped us set up. He's sitting to my left. He'll be playing here in a little bit. You're going to want to stick around for that. Behind me is Duke Scoop on camera. To both of our right is Not Your Average Joe, ready to call a Not Your Average basketball game. And we had a new guy in front of us tonight. I can't.
We're going to need a name.
We got to have a name. We got to have a name. Who are you, kind sir?
I don't know if I have a nickname yet. But I have the astute honor of, coaching these girls when they were in 4th grade.
I love it.
I am Ella's dad, Ryan Horgan, and I'm glad my boss let me out of work today to come and do this.
I've heard that guy is tough to work for, though.
He is. It's a bear.
I hear you.
I don't know. I've been working for the guy for a long time. He won't fire me for nothing. I don't have to do anything. He won't. Yeah, it's. Hey, Ryan, take your mic. Literally get it right here. It's going to take out all the extra noise, and we'll get to hear your sweet, sweet sound.
Well, first bucket of the night goes to Brunsvold for Central Springs.
I got to do some EQing on his mic, but I can't reach it from the camera.
Next
time out.
Are we running scoreboard for this game?
Well, it depends.
I don't know if you want to. They're what are 5-minute quarters, 6-minute quarters? It's not. The quarters aren't. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Look at time fly.
A second. We got a scoreboard now. This is fantastic. We are attempting to run. You know what?
Brought to you by Expedia.
I'm gonna step out. We're not gonna do any replays here. I'm still setting that up anyway. I'm gonna step away and see if I can get this TV going in the lobby for those who are running the concession stand. You guys cool with that? You guys want to run this thing for a little bit? And I think you just stay on the game here. We'll get it figured out.
Come again soon.
We can handle it.
Don't be a stranger.
Sayonara.
Central Springs gets their own rebound. Puts it back up. That's Davis with her first bucket of the night. 4-0 Central Springs. Foul called there. We call it an illegal pick in the business, I believe, there.
I think that's right.
Horgan, is that right?
I think that's correct, yeah.
All right. We're going with it. 4-0 Central Springs with the early lead here. Brunsvold and Davis both with buckets to get the Panthers, I believe, of Central Springs started.
You believe.
I believe. We play Central Springs in every sport except for football, and the football season seems like it consumes my entire brain, so you forget, what is Central Springs again? Because we seem to play everybody else throughout the entire season. We just, or all the seasons throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
Central Springs we just get rid of in that football season, since I think they're like 2A now. They're miles above us in terms of size in football anyway. What do we know about this girls JV basketball team, Mr. Horgan? I see the roster's not huge. It looks like we've got 5 on the court and 2 on the bench here.
It is not a huge group. The older girls the sophomores just have a couple.
Gotcha.
And that's what's kept this group pretty small all through the year. So
this is Miss Horgan herself, I believe, inbounding.
Inbounding, yes.
What'd you see on that inbound pass there, Ryan?
Hey, they got it in and it didn't get stolen, so that's a good one.
That's a good start. We got a first time out of this junior varsity Saints TV broadcast season anyway. These girls, did they play last week? I know they snuck a varsity game in against Waterloo Catholic last week that we just couldn't make work schedule-wise from a Saints TV perspective, but did they play JV that night as well?
They did play JV. And it was a good outing. It was the first outing, so there was some rust to knock off.
Sure.
But yeah, they had a pretty good outing. They just did 2 quarters. Waterloo Christian was short on some girls, and so they decided to just do 2 quarters of the JV game, and I think we ended up losing that game by 1 bucket.
Yep.
So it was, again, pretty good outing.
Good start, yeah.
Varsity had a good showing.
Yeah, it looked like that. We'll talk about that in depth later, but they kind of run away with the victory in Game 1 for the girls, do the Saints over Waterloo Christian last week. So the first night at home here tonight, getting the basketball season started on Saints TV. with a JV girls basketball game here tonight, coached by Trevor Urich, right? The new high school principal here is the assistant varsity coach, and then he's coaching this JV squad as well. It's good to see him out there. Central Springs adds a bucket there. They go up 6. Pass off the fingertips of Franzen and out of bounds. .41 here is Davis, Whitney Davis. She's played the point here in the first quarter. Tipped away, but right back to Davis's hands until Olivia Damaris steals it away, her second turnover. Unfortunately, the pass back gets turned back over, and the shot is up from Brunsvold. No good. Rebounded by the Saints, 35, who is Jada Meyer.
I got to move some things around. Whoop, on Eric's screen here.
You have my permission.
Otherwise, we're going to have the basketball hoop on the far side covered up
In the way.
momentarily.
I hear you. Damaris with a shot up and in, and the Saints are on the board. Olivia Damaris takes the lid off for the Saints with her first bucket. Nice little inbound play there. Gets the Saints on the board. What's fun about these JV games there, Mr. Horgan, is you get to hear the coach's instructions very, very explicitly, and there's no cheering or crowd noise to cover up what the coaches want to see happen. And I think we just got a stop dribbling and start passing from the sideline, which I love.
We did. We need that at this age. You kind of learn some of those things. We need to move the ball a little bit better.
Correct, right?
Get that defense moving, especially when they're being aggressive like Central Springs is right now.
Oh. Another turnover on the Saints. Just looking through the stat sheet, and I watched a little bit of that varsity game last week there on their stream. Looks like maybe the varsity squad was a little turnover prone last week as well, with I think 27 of them.
They were.
In game number 1. Some of that's just early season. We made it to state in volleyball, played volleyball for a month of Sundays, right? So you just haven't had a lot of time on the basketball court yet, and that maybe showed a little bit last week. See if the Saints can clean it up here tonight. We will bring you the boys' JV game next, then we'll roll right into that girls' varsity game in the nightcap of the boys' varsity game. So we got a quad, I think we're going to call that. Quad. I think we invented that term here tonight. I just thought of it. It came to me. It felt right. So we're going to, I think it might go viral with that one.
See if it catches on.
See if it catches on. Yeah. Yep. Little confusion here. So we're getting some substitutions in. Huseman, right? I believe, for the Saints, number 11. The Panthers lead at 8-2 here as we wind under a minute to go in the first quarter. Foul inside. Looks like they'll probably give that one to Jada. Yep, Smyer picks up her first foul, I believe.
You're talking
Shooting
about
foul.
the turnovers, Joe, in that varsity game, and yeah, you're right. It was a very fast-paced game. There was a lot of running.
Yeah,
I think that's by design. I think the coaches are really going to want our girls to do a little bit of running and gunning this year, and that tends to have some sloppiness early on.
You bet. Yep. 1 of 2 free throws is good. Central Springs takes a 9-2 lead here. Talk about those. We talked about the JV coach here. We're going to get a
Grab it, Soph.
turnover because that rolls out of bounds. 41 seconds left. We talked about the new JV coach, Coach Urich, head varsity coach, Coach Foster. Her first year at the reins of the Saints program. Not her first year as a Saint, as many of you might know her as player Hannum instead of Coach Foster. So we'll talk more about that, obviously, as we get into that girls varsity game. But kind of a transition period for Saints basketball on the girls' side. Graduated a whole fleet of seniors. And so we have kind of a changing of the guard in players, and in the coaching staff is going to change as well. So
big shoes to fill for Foster with Kate Rice retiring.
Yep, absolutely. I think she's excited for the challenge. I talked to her a little bit this summer about it, and excited for the challenge as she kind of rolls into that first season. Again, in a Saints uniform again, but in a coaching role instead of in that playing role. Foul called inside on the Panthers, and Damaris will go to the line to shoot 2. She has the only bucket for the Saints. 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Damaris looks to cut into that lead. First one's just long off the back of the iron. Second is up. And the iron is unkind. She hangs around, plays good defense to force the end of the quarter there at the end of quarter number 1. The scoreboard officially says 8-2. Perhaps we missed a lane violation on that free throw that went in.
We may have.
We may have. So we'll go with 8-2 because that's what the scoreboard says. So
That's right.
I think it might be 9-2, but, no one seems to be arguing, so we're going to go 8-2.
I'm not arguing. Say, if anybody at home watching is not here yet and they're going to come to the varsity games or the boys JV, do me a favor, if you would, and bring a Phillips screwdriver, please.
A Phillips screwdriver is the request. How many watchers do we have out there? See if the, 30? 16. If one of the 16 of you is coming later, please bring a Phillips screwdriver is the request. We have a free bag of popcorn, and by free I mean Travis will buy you one if you bring a Phillips screwdriver. Sorry, Travis.
That's all right.
Actually, you know what we'll do is you just tell the concession stand it's for Saints TV. They'll put us down. They're usually pretty good about that.
It's a good thing about small town living. Somebody will be here within 10 minutes with a screwdriver.
That's right.
That'll be great.
All right, let's see if scoreboard operator can remember how to switch the quarters. There, I got it. Okay, I mean, the scoreboard operator got it.
Did a good job.
It's just really
It's good to have people.
quality work. It's good to have people. It is.
People.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Central Springs will start quarter number 2 with the basketball.
They're inbounding, and we were just getting out of the huddle. Looked like.
Just a procedural problem, right? Saints force the turnover. Horgan will inbound here. Who's she inbounding to? I can't find the number.
That is Hattie Rogers.
There's a replay while there. Whoop.
And looked like that last series we were able to move the ball a little bit better, so hopefully this time we can spin it around and get it inside again. There we go, into Olivia. Makes such a difference when you can get the defense moving and find some openings.
Yep. Tire them out.
There you go.
Shots up, no good. Rebound, though, goes to the Saints. Huseman. Panthers steal it away. It's poked away by Horgan, but it'll stay with the Panthers. Speaking of coaches, Coach Zipsy, the boys' JV coach, makes his first appearance tonight. Has a new haircut, I'd like everybody to notice. Haircut, Zipsy. He's fresh for the season, no doubt.
It's kind of a tradition around here, isn't it?
It
After
is.
football season is over, you finally get to go get the scissors to it.
Yeah, and when the boys take the court tonight, you will, if you have not seen them without their helmets on over the last couple of weeks, dome hair still in full effect for the boys of the St. Ansgar Community Schools. There is a lot of orange and very short hair that'll be on display on the basketball court tonight. No helmet tonight to cover that up. You know, a few seasons, we'll see if it happens this year. When we play football well into November like we did this year, the first couple of basketball games, they forget that it's not supposed to be a contact sport, and we get some severe collisions in the lane. So I'm hoping for a little bit of that tonight. Great fall season for the girls programs and the boys programs here in St. Ansgar. Just a fun fall all the way around. Both teams make it to state in terms of the football and volleyball teams, the cheerleading squad. Placed down at state at their competition. And we had a cross-country runner at running cross-country state. It was a pretty phenomenal fall around here. And
yeah, we didn't get much of a break on Saints TV.
We did not, and that's part of why we just couldn't make last Thursday work. It was like, all right, some of us have to go to work sometimes, right? I mean, since you two both work for Eric, we can say it. He doesn't have to, but the rest of us sometimes do. So.
That's right. This has been a busy season, that's for sure.
But what a fun one, and it was fun to follow along and be a part of it. Kind of cool to see what we've got going here in little old St. Ansgar. A lot of cool things going on with our school and our community, and fun to see it. Drag of the foot there, Miss Horgan. They're going to call her for that one. That'll be a turnover, Saints. So although I hated to see either one of those fall seasons come to an end, excited to turn the page and go to the next one here at basketball season.
Yes, it is, and hopefully we can have some of the same success here.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Oh, there's
an extra
hop there, but evidently
skip,
just
and a
out of
jump.
bounds is good enough. Same result.
Same result, exactly. Sometimes that's in officiating these lower level games. Silence is the better part of valor or something like
Right.
that, right? Where you just let the turnover happen. You don't need to call everything. Double dribble.
Called that one.
They did call that one.
Addie kind of had an inadvertent pass to herself on that one.
That happens.
Took an extra dribble.
So this group's played together a long time. You said you coached them as youngsters.
They
So
have.
was that that kind of a combo of a couple of grades that have played together, or was it this freshman group specifically? What'd you have when you coached them?
This freshman group specifically, 4th through 6th grade, we did have these couple older girls were with them as well, especially in the later stages there as 6th and 7th grade. 5th and 6th, I should say.
Foul called there at the top of the key, so it'll stay with the Saints. Horgan will inbound.
So, Ryan, are you able to sleep well at night knowing that the success and failures of this squad depends upon everything you taught them?
Yeah, thank you for that.
Just kidding.
Yes, for sure. I take it very personally.
Maybe you understand the over and back rule, because we don't here on Saints TV. We openly admit we have no idea how it works. Now, I do know in that case it was tipped away, right? So the Central Springs player touched it, forcing it into the backcourt. So
Right.
that's a freebie.
That's right.
That's a freebie.
right.
It's the whole when, part of the body's over, but the ball's not, and then that's the one I don't get. And we stopped trying to get, to be honest. So hopefully you're here to provide that insight.
I think even if you have the insight, the refs may look at it a little bit different. And
They
it doesn't
might
matter,
see something
right?
different than you did.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear. And I do think we understand the rule is. I do think
Right.
sometimes it's an
right.
interpretation what we saw versus what they see. Yeah.
kinda
It's
like
almost like that can happen.
It's kind of like volleyball. If you have the right angle, you can see whether that's in or out. If you have
Right.
the wrong angle, it's not good.
You're right. Yep. Turnover on the Panthers, so the Saints will inbound here. This is number 41, Franzen. She inbounds to Rogerson. Huseman gets it to Franzen. Over to Horgan. Horgan. Back to Rogerson. Good ball movement here. Now he's got to make that one extra pass, right? Got to find one more pass.
Stepped on the line.
Yep, we still need a little bit quicker ball movement, though. That these guys are playing very good defense for Central Springs, and by dribbling the ball, they're able to collapse on us pretty easily.
Well, then when the ball stays in one spot, it gives the defense time to reset,
Yep.
find the person they're supposed to be guarding, and get back in position. So,
Speaking of defense, good defense from Damaris there. Nice pass inside.
good play.
Very good cut there to get open.
L. Lindsay. Or Lindsay L. We haven't decided yet. But I think it's L for a first name.
Is it Spanish for the?
It could be. The Lindsay. I think it's E-L-L-E, so I don't think so. Shot just short, saved underneath by Rogerson. Gets it back to Huseman and puts it in.
Shot it. Okay.
Thanks, Open.
Saints cut the lead to 10. Minute and a half to go in the first half here in the JV game.
Stolen.
Rogerson. On the drive, good defense. Shut that drive down. And the Panthers poke it away.
Oh,
That was one of those close ones.
Right on cue, they give us a demonstration of how hard it is to know what's over and back. And I'm not saying they got it wrong. In fact, I think they got it right. It just was one of those. It's like, man, that's the one. And it's crazy that that one little rule happens like 50 times in a high school basketball game.
You do see it a lot.
It's like pass interference in the NFL. It's like, well, as soon as we talk about it, it's going to happen, and it'll be a bizarre call. And then the next one that's completely obvious doesn't get called, and who knows?
Well, they say there's holding on every single play. I say there's over the back on every single play. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
It's, yeah. It's one of the most misunderstood rules I saw, I don't know, on one of my social media channels. Timeout called there by, we'll find out and we'll let you know, but was one of the, we're talking about commonly, misunderstood basketball rules, and it was kind of a top 10. It was an official that was talking about it. It was actually really interesting. Of course, over and back was one of them of, what's what, and then he was talking about the blocking foul that most people say over the back for is, you can be as far over somebody else's back as you want to be. You just can't touch them when you do it. And that's what he was kind of explaining. That's not really that's everyone calls it that. That's not the infraction. That's not what's wrong with the play. It's when you body them, and it's really hard to do without bodying them when you do it.
Yeah, you're fine going over the back. It's landing on them that gets you, right?
That's right. So anyway, it was really interesting, and talked about a lot of the things that, quite frankly, we see here. We're like, I don't know. Basketball is one of those sports I think it would be. I would love to be a football official. I don't think I'd be any good at it, but I think I would enjoy it. Baseball, same thing. Of course, I know that game well enough that I think I could do that. Basketball, you couldn't pay me any amount of money to go out there and try to do that. No way. It's just, and I think it's very hard to officiate. So credit to the folks who do step up and do it, because we need them.
I have a lot of respect for these guys that do that. The crowd is right on top of you as well.
Yep.
And knows the call way better than you do.
Correct.
It's just the nature of doing that job.
Yeah, it's really, really hard. And obviously we've talked about it at length on Saints TV, just how much we need officials in this state right now. And so if you have a passion to do it, go sign up. Go take that course and start officiating at the lower levels.
Good little shot fake there from Hattie, and didn't quite make it around. Got the double team in front of her.
And that will do it in the first half. 14-4, Central Springs lead it as we head to halftime here in the girls' JV game. Usually these are like 4-minute halves, so this will not be an extended break. Don't go anywhere, or at least don't go anywhere very far.
Yeah, in basketball, too, it's got the added feature of you can foul players out just for regular, you know what I mean? It's not like you get 5 holding penalties and you have to sit
get
the rest of the
ejected,
game.
right? Yeah. But that's essentially how basketball works. That is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, well, you started 3 times, you held once, and you had an illegal block in the back, so you're done for the rest of the game. What?
Right. Well, the coach might bench you anyway, but at least it's choice,
Right.
You're banned from this event.
Right. You can no longer participate because you've broken the rules too many times.
Football is a little bit more on just the severity of it, right?
You're right. Yep.
If you commit that infraction with the crown of your head at the wrong angle to somebody else's head, you're probably going to
Then you're going to get it. Yep.
Well, that's in any sport. If you hit someone hard enough,
true,
you get usually kicked out.
True.
That's true. We saw in baseball last year, so it can happen in any sport. You hit somebody hard enough, they will ask you to no longer participate. We didn't get any basketball ejections last year. We didn't Which is a good thing. I guess that's a sportsmanship thing you'd like to see, right? We didn't have any coach infractions of any major sort that I can remember. We had a couple visiting coaches I thought deserved it, but I mean, we are biased, so.
Right.
We've never done anything wrong.
No, gosh, no.
Crazy
Gosh,
we
no.
made it this far without it. I mean, it's kind of surprising, but
Yeah, for sure. And again, one of those, that's a hard sport to coach, too, because you're in that same environment. Everybody's sitting there staring at you. Everybody's an expert in the entire building.
Yep.
So true.
Everybody's favorite player is their kid, niece, daughter, son, whatever. And
They're going to watch everything with
you
eagle
bet.
eyes on
You
those
bet.
calls. Yeah.
Yep. Slow start offensively for the girls here in the JV game, but I think some of that's a credit to the Central Springs defense. Ryan, you talked about it. They're playing really, really, just tough defense. They're moving with the ball really well, cutting off some of those passes, anticipating what we're trying to do, it looks like, and the Saints have had trouble moving the ball around.
Yeah, if you combine the aggressiveness with some athleticism and are right in the faces of that offensive player, that gets really difficult. So, yeah, I think in the second half we just need to move the ball a little bit more and get them moving back and forth instead of allowing them to come right up on our offensive player.
Defensively, I thought the Saints played pretty well. They've allowed that. The difference probably in the game is that extra pass inside for that easy layup. I think we've allowed 3 or 4 of those, just not covering up that. It's probably a cutter, I suppose, on the backside that's cutting to the basket. And
yeah, they're doing a good job crashing the boards, are the Panthers.
They are a little bit of a backdoor action there that's getting those layups. And then the bigger thing is probably just in position to rebound.
Yep.
I think that's always a challenge, especially early on in the season, to realize that not only do you need to be under the basket, you need to move somebody else out from under the basket to give yourself some room.
It's better to stick your butt into somebody than it is to be under the basket.
That's right.
That's a space and a feel and an experience thing, right? Where, like you said early in the season, you got to relearn that. And yeah, that's right. Joe just said this wasn't supposed to be a contact sport, but in to some degree, rebounding is a contact sport, right?
Absolutely is. That's right.
You just got to be smart about that contact.
Especially if you're up against someone that's a little bit taller than you need to create that space so they can't get to the ball over the top.
We had when I played, Merlin Thorson was the coach, and he had a drill that he'd have the post players do. And I had the misfortune of being on the same team with John Sievert and like Jackson Steinberg and those guys. And the drill was you'd play a game to like 10 or 11 points, score by 1, but you just stand under the hoop and if you score, you grab the ball and keep going. There's no fouls, there's no nothing, so you just scrap under the hoop until someone makes it 10 times or whatever the score is. You just hacking the crap out of each other.
I bet that gets physical.
Yeah. Came out of that a little battered and bruised.
Yeah, yep. I was usually the skiddiest guy there, so.
So I'm no longer small, but I was a very small. Yeah, all through high school too. So there was some tactics going into the basketball games that Merlin taught me as well. Sometimes those bigger guys, you do have to get physical.
Yeah.
Show your elbow and maybe get it in their face a little bit so you can create some space for those shots.
I used to step on people's feet
Yep.
and then kind of nudge them a little bit
You
because
bet.
I was never really big enough to really push them out of the way. So you kind of got to get them off balance, put your foot under there so they stumble a little bit.
There's ways, right? Saints will start the third quarter with the basketball. This is Rogerson. Drives to the baseline. Out of bounds off of a Panther, so the Saints will retain possession here. Rogerson will inbound. What's the inbound play we're running here? Is this like Iowa or Idaho or?
Well, I should probably get the camera over on that.
I believe it's a number.
It's a number. Okay.
I think it's a number.
Damaris with it here. Ball ricochets off of Panther, then off of Damaris, out of bounds. Panther basketball.
Looks like out of the gate we're going to put a little more pressure on them on defense here. A little bit of a half-court press.
And a foul underneath. So if you're gonna press, right, we got to get back. Then once that's over, and they get the ball inside there to Peterson. This is Addie Peterson, who's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. First one's up. Short.
Thank you.
Second one's up. Also short. Rebounded by Rogerson. She looks ahead for Horgan. Little
high.
too tall. Out of bounds to the Panthers.
Maybe next year
Turnover
she's
prone start here. Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
next year she's got a little bit more height to get that one.
She's 6 inches taller this time next year. She'll get that one. Hopefully she doesn't grow to those 6 inches taller as late as her papa did.
Right. Right.
Ryan Horgan was one of those
a
guys.
little earlier in high school.
Graduated from high school, and and then Ryan Horgan about 4 years later comes into the Co-op Oil gas station where yours truly was the gas station attendant. I'm like, who's that guy? Well, that's Ryan Horgan. No, it's not. That guy's 6'4". Ryan Horgan wasn't 6'4". Well, he is now. I didn't know that.
I forgot that.
Nobody told you.
Nobody told me.
I forgot that you took the torch at the co-op
I did.
there.
Yes,
That's right.
yes, as a
that
fellow.
was quite a crew.
It was.
I spent some time there too,
It was sort of a rite of passage, right? Of
learning everything about life from Jim and Kathy Squire.
That's right. That's
as
right.
Good as it got.
And that'll come full circle when their child Jason Squire, who coaches this team. Boy, we're all getting old. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
means.
Yep.
I think we should reopen that. You know, the gas station itself's still open, but you need somebody at that counter selling Mountain Dews and Snickers bars to keep everybody, and free cups of coffee to keep everybody entertained. Some of the folks more advanced in age in this community would get in a lot less trouble if that place was open. There's so much trouble out of those seniors here in this town. That was sarcasm, folks, if you didn't catch it.
I'm on it.
Our seniors are pretty well behaved here. I don't know about the seniors in high school, just the seniors in our community. We'll talk about those seniors later. The other seniors.
All right, gents. So I'm just getting back here. I was working on a technical issue that may come back and haunt us again later. But tell me, what's the lowdown for those who just got here, like myself? What's going on in this game, gentlemen?
A low-scoring affair here. The Central Springs defense has been smothering Saints, a little turnover prone, and then a lot of second-chance points for the Panthers. Put a lot of rebounds back up for points.
I put out an APB for a screwdriver.
We did, yeah. So
Haven't got it yet, though?
No.
Not yet.
So
All
if
right.
you're new out there
There we
and you're
go.
coming later, bring a Phillips screwdriver here to Saints TV. We'd appreciate it.
My parents always told me to return things better than when you got them if you borrow something. This board, this screen, it looks better than when I left it.
Oh,
Nice work, y'all.
Travis cleaned it up.
I didn't touch it, actually.
It looks tasty.
Oh, I did,
think-
actually.
I
I
was
did.
gonna
Yeah,
say, that's a
you
lot.
did
I
touch
moved
it.
some
Because,
things
like, I
around.
don't think either of these guys know what to do here except you do. So
Well, the sponsors were over the scoreboard on the one side, or over the backboard. You couldn't see the hoop,
oh,
so I just
That's
moved it
troublesome.
down below.
Yeah, we decided we needed the top of the screen clear. I thought you were just being humble when you said you didn't touch it. I was like, wow.
like what am I supposed
I
to
watched
assume?
you do it.
Yeah, well,
Damaris commits the foul underneath on the rebound.
I'd forgotten I'd done it.
That happens to me too.
Uh-oh. A little slow to get up.
An injury on the court there.
Hey, Emily chimed in, guys, and she says you can go snag one out of the industrial check room. I assume that's in reference to a screwdriver.
Yeah, must be. I'm a little busy, occupied.
But we could send a messenger. Olivia Damaris is down after that rebound attempt where she got tangled up with Peterson of the Panthers, and Olivia got the worst of it. She got the foul called on her, and it's been slow to get up here.
Wind knocked out of her? You're not looking at any
Hopefully in that
extremities.
situation, you think of landing on somebody else's foot and getting your ankle twisted, but
Yeah, that's what I
that's what it looked like going down. But I'm not sure.
Coach Urick and Foster out.
We'll zoom out a little bit so we're not watching the...
PT extraordinaire Rachel Squire
Speaking
out
of
as
the
well.
Squire family.
Yes. To continue the Squire family thread here. She's going to check on Damaris as well, so they'll check on her, hopefully get her fixed up and back out there. I think she's played every minute of this game to this point. So key part of what the Saints do here at the JV level.
Well, guys, while we're waiting, I ain't got the skills of Duke. I ain't no Duke, but I do have a replay. Guys may take a look and see what happened there.
Oh, you need the replay graphic to flash across the screen.
Yeah, that's a little harder here. Okay, so here's Olivia. Oh, yep.
It's right there. She comes down on that right ankle. Yep.
Okay. So you come down on that.
She roll it or just kind of was she on top of the other shoe maybe even?
Oh, she's on the girl's shoe. Yeah, she gave it a pretty good twist. Look like it's.
Come on, baby.
Oh yeah, so she took the weight off of it immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
Yep.
The play went on another 2 seconds,
Boom.
but she immediately was like, "Oh, that does not feel good."
So that's her right foot, and I can't imagine her left foot took a brunt in that too. But yeah, so she took the weight off of it immediately. She didn't look like she didn't put a whole ton of weight on it. She's still down right there. We're gonna take a commercial break here, guys. We're gonna be back right after this. As she gets up, and she's kind of hopping off here.
Not putting much weight on.
Yep.
We'll hear a message here from St. Ansgar State Bank, and we'll be back with more JV girls. Okay, we are back. Olivia is being tended to.
They got her some ice, took her to the locker room, looked like. Not putting any weight on that ankle, so hopefully that's a quick heal. Huseman gets the rebound there.
Saints sticking with that aggressive defense, doing the full court press there.
Rogerson drives into the lane, fouled. They're going to call that foul on the floor. Just the first. Remember, the rules changed on this whole foul thing.
Oh, we're talking about
what you did
like
there.
You say changed last year.
Last year, right?
Okay, yeah. I was thinking they changed again. I got to know about these rules.
No. Same rules. Just changed last year.
Change it again, I'm going to be double confused.
I know. It's 5 1/4, right? After on that. You get 4 free ones, and on the 5th, you're in the bonus from that point forward. Per quarter, they reset every quarter. So that's just the first foul of the quarter.
4 free ones.
You bet.
It's like a Black Friday deal.
It is like a Black Friday deal. You know, Cyber Monday or Black Friday started 10 days early. Then Cyber Monday, I think I got 150 emails today that said Cyber Monday extended into what did they call today? They have a new name for today too. I saw for the first time.
I wish I hadn't missed Cyber Monday Tuesday.
Right, maybe that's what it is. So it looks like if you buy something at full price, you're getting scammed because everything is 50% off right now. I also think they took prices up 200% and then reduced them 50% to make us all feel better.
But it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
They keep the price the same, but then they put a higher price above it and then cross it off like they've even though it's the same as it was a month ago.
I don't know what's going on with my clock, but we're going to get it fixed here. If you're concerned about that, you think you just went back in time. You didn't.
3 seconds.
Saints kind of lucked out on that one. They were rebounding was not great in there. I think we had 4 of our girls and 1 of theirs.
You know, I'm learning that rebounding is a really big deal, Ryan.
We need to make some room. Yeah,
you played some basketball, right? So
it helps.
Back in my day, we rebounded and threw it up to a young fella named Corey Thorson, and then we sat down and had some popcorn and watched.
Watched Corey work with it.
Was he any good? Was that Thorson guy any good?
He was good, yes. He was fantastic. Fun to play with, fun to watch.
We had him on the show last year.
I remember that. That was a good interview.
Jada Meyer called for the foul there. That's one of those, if you keep your feet planted and just fall down, they're going to call that a charge. But she tried to kind of catch herself falling down, and then it becomes a block.
Oh, my goodness, guys. We'll talk about this at the varsity. There is a new rule this year.
Oh, excited.
It's called flopping.
Flopping.
Mm-hmm.
If you flop, you get called. That's what you're saying.
They will give you 1 warning. You don't lose possession, but they'll stop. They warn you. the ball goes out of bounds, and you retain possession.
Right, nothing really changes, right, the first time.
The
other
first
than,
time it doesn't
hey,
change.
do
Doesn't
not
change.
do that
Yeah,
again.
don't do that again.
Got it.
Okay, if you get charged, take the charge, but don't pretend like you got a charge. That's called flopping. I don't know. I guess it's probably bound to happen anyway. Coach Squire said we're bound to see several of those calls early in the year until the kids get it figured out what they can do and what they can't do. But
yeah.
this will be interesting. Anxious to see
This is
that.
evidently not a call they do in the NBA, correct?
No, that's where it came from. I believe it is something that they instituted in the NBA
Well, they
because
need
it got so
They need
bad.
it, that's for sure. It's just silly.
And I know it exists in college too. Because they needed it there. I just don't remember seeing it a lot at the high school level, but Rogerson at the line to shoot two, misses the first, just long off the back of the iron.
That was a good drive she had there off the left side to get to the hoop. Just couldn't quite put it in.
The second one, up and just rims out. Tough luck there. That was 3/4 of the way down.
That was good, and then it wasn't.
So Zach of All Trades and I were working on getting the screen. There's a giant monitor out in the concession area. One of the things that here at Saints TV that we've been really motivated to get done is you guys have all worked concession stands.
Ouch.
Got another one.
Meyer saves it back underneath, and it goes right off the nose of a Panther defender. Out of bounds. Hopefully she's all right. Come out to take a look. I don't see any blood. She looks like
Safe
she's
to
going to stay in the
say-
game. Toughness right there. That hurts. Basketball off the face.
I think that one was not a flop.
Yeah,
No, that was not.
exactly. There's a test, right? Yeah, that one's a clearly
Right in the
warranted.
face.
Yeah.
Bow driver to the face.
Nothing unsportsmanlike or illegal about that. Just a basketball play that ended up in a bad situation. So Saints retain it here.
Another good
Rogerson,
drive by
yeah.
Hattie, all the way to the hoop.
And the Saints get their third bucket of the night. Three
I don't really-
short,
I don't-
rebounded by Horgan.
I don't really like that play. When someone's falling out of bounds, they just turn around to whip it at an opponent.
Three-pointer.
It's not my favorite play.
Off the back of the
Good
iron,
rebound.
rebound.
Like that play. I like
Jada.
that play.
That's a good play.
It's smart though, really, isn't it?
To whip it off. I don't know. It's just, It just seems kind of, I don't know. I like slam dunks and 3-pointers. That's what I like out of my basketball games. You know?
We've got those ordered for tonight. We'll see how many of them we get.
Slam dunks and 3-pointers.
We do.
Like that.
I hear there are. What's the right adjective here? There are a plethora. There are several. There are a handful. There are many underclassmen dunkers on this boys squad.
of them, my
Many,
goodness.
many. Some of them need trampolines, but there are many.
But they can do it.
I've heard a lot about the dunk and the dunks that we're going to see this year.
Well, I'm
I
just
believe
glad to
none
know
of
these
it,
guys
to
can
be clear, but
do it.
we're going to find out.
I'm glad they can do it. Right, that's great. I'm not sure coaches.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's that static again. We got to get a wire. We need a wire.
Wire.
Oh boy, come on,
Good
buddy.
help defense
Saints
there.
cut
Hang
the
in there.
lead to 11 after trailing 17-4 at one point. They're back in this one. The end of the third quarter here.
They're scrapping their way back on defense there and getting a few turnovers here, so working their way back in.
That'll stay with Central Springs. They're going to inbound here. Shot is missed. And the Saints come away with it. Rogerson passes it ahead to Franzen. Gets it back to Horgan.
Oh. Kind of got stuck with it down
Yep,
there.
she
handle.
got stuck and tried to turn around and throw it, but get it back to Rogerson, but a little too strong. And the Panthers will have one more shot here with 10 ticks left in the third quarter. Try to get it inside, defended nicely by Horgan. And then taken away by Rogerson. The ball
to go.
rolls
Gotta
to
shoot
Meyer.
here.
And that'll do it in the third quarter. Central Springs leads at 19-8 here with 1 quarter to go in the girls JV game. Girls. 6 minutes remain in this one. Saints found a little rhythm there in the last 2 minutes. Found some open looks inside.
They did. A little bit more aggressive driving, which makes a big difference. Get to the hoop and get a shot up. I think that first half, we didn't take that many shots.
Shots, right. Yep. Hard to score when you don't shoot.
Yeah, it's not often you see a score without a shot, right?
Not often.
Okay,
It can happen. You can pass it off someone's noggin and it goes in. Or
We got a couple cameras here during this little break here. Let's do a little behind the scenes. Duke, I got my my network camera set up, and I know that color is real. Those aren't the same. How do they compare? With
They're
what you
not.
got?
Oh,
Will you
they're
hit
way
your-
different.
Hit the big S in the middle of the court. Will you, with your camera? Will you do? See how that.
well, the temperature on those are significantly cooler.
As someone who's learned way too much about warm tones and cool tones over
yeah.
the last 6 months, you need some more warm tones.
You guys have a whole different language on this.
I'll go to work on that. I'm not ready yet, but thank you, Zach. Zach is offering to help with these cameras, but I'm not ready. We got to get our tones
It's all about the
warm.
tone.
Nice rebound there.
Good rebound. Saints have been kind of back and forth with the zone and man-to-man defense there. They were back to man-to-man, and that worked. And now turned over the ball back to Central Springs.
Too many turnovers tonight have kind of doomed the team offensively here tonight.
Hard to get rhythm.
Yeah, for sure.
This pressure, however, is working. Causing some problems for Central Springs getting the ball up and giving us another opportunity.
Good adjustment from the coaching staff to throw that on there at halftime. You can tell they talked about that in the locker room and said, we're going to try this to start the second half, and it has been effective. Principal extraordinaire, basketball coach extraordinaire, Mr. Urich. His first year here in St. Ansgar. I believe might be
Excusez-moi.
related to one of our Saints stream team helpers.
Is that right?
Who will remain unnamed because I can't remember what his latest nickname is. I don't
Boy
remember.
Wonder.
It was a Boy Wonder?
Boy Wonder.
I think it might be Boy Wonder's dad is coaching basketball over there. So
That'd be Dad Wonder.
there you go. There you
wanna
go.
Hand me one of them. Hand me one of the cameras.
Oh yeah.
Saved back in.
Oh, sorry.
And the Saints corral it. This is Franzen, who gets fouled.
Here, have Ryan hold it up for the camera.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Hand it to me.
Yeah.
This is behind the Saints. Okay, so we're
Well, we're not showing it.
What am I doing? Am I holding
no,
this
we're
right?
not.
Tip it towards the court a little bit.
Like this?
Yeah, so we can get the light on it.
What do I want to do? Make it white?
Oh, you want to do? Oh, I see it.
I'm on manual now. But
We're just making Ryan look silly.
You know, I'm enjoying it, so it's fine. I think he.
If I wave it a little bit, does that help?
Well, okay, so I'm trying to keep the camera on the game, but then also help Eric troubleshoot here, and
Yeah.
it looks like you don't need to do that at all, Ryan. Sorry.
Perfect.
because it's not going to do anything for us.
Well, my shoulder was getting tired anyway, so.
Well, the
Use that.
manual setting is it's just a dial that you can dial it in, and you can't actually point it at a white card and
Brunsville
Take a
blocks
meet the
Huseman's
measure of it.
shot. They get it inside the other way to Peterson, whose shot is up. No good, but she is fouled and will go to the line to shoot two. Addie Peterson for the Panthers.
try 36-40, Eric.
36. What? 36 or 37?
Oh, it's by.
It's yellower.
Well, what's it
Free
look like
throws
on
up.
the screen?
And good.
Oh, well, that's. Oh,
We'll
that's
switch
right
to
there.
it in eCam, see what it looks like.
Oh, that's the weird thing about it. I can only adjust it here when I send it to NDI. I don't get to see it anymore on my phone. I
What?
can't adjust it there. So I could adjust it in eCam. I know. It's
Second
weird.
one, short rebound by the Panthers, though. She travels with it as it gets kind of poked away there. I think that was Jada Meyer who did a nice job of getting a piece of that one, causing the travel. Horgan inbounds to Rogerson.
Yeah, but if she would have poked it away, wouldn't that not have been a travel?
Well, yeah, so she did. She definitely dislodged it. I sort of
So then
maybe
it would've
surprised
been
it was a trap.
Yeah.
Let me say it that way. But we'll take it.
Jada is playing some good defense, and they're just not quite enough.
Peterson with the bucket inside makes it 22-8 Central Springs. A scramble, a jump ball, our first jump ball of the season here on Saints TV. If you said it would come in the fourth quarter of the girls' JV game, you win a prize.
You get to bring me a screwdriver.
And I joke because a lot of times, for whatever reason, in these JV games, there is 543 jump balls.
It starts in 4th grade. That's 852 there, and then it goes down a little bit each year. But you're right.
Yeah, junior high games are like jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. There's more jump balls than there are baskets. That is for sure. At the JV level, they start to get that figured out, don't they?
I don't like jump balls. And the only reason I don't like them is because they don't make them actually jump for it anymore. I think if you have a
with the
tie,
rebound.
you should have to jump for it.
Agree. Huseman for 3. Just long, out of bounds to the Panthers.
That's all right. We're getting some looks and getting some shots up.
Yep. That's how you learn, right?
That's
Go
right.
play the game. Meyer enters for the Saints, number 1.
Good aggressive defense there by Rogerson.
Nothing easy.
Wait, Duke, when you were playing basketball, were they doing jump balls, actual jump balls?
No, they haven't done that. In,
It was way before your time.
They weren't doing that when you were playing, were they?
No, they were not. That's why I asked the question.
You're like, wait a minute, did they change that rule?
No.
I think that's ancient. Do they still do it in the NBA? I know they did within our lifetime.
I think they do.
I haven't watched an NBA game since the 1900s.
That's why I don't know.
Yeah. Me either.
Oh, Joe, I'm with you on that. Don't
I actually
tell Sammy
went
that.
to an NBA game in the 2000s, but I didn't watch any of it. They are fun to go to. It's just not fun to watch.
I'll
I'll let you read into that what you will.
That's hilarious.
Much rather watch college basketball.
For sure. I love college basketball as well.
There's like music playing like while they're playing on the court, and it's
kind of bizarre, yeah. It's quite a spectacle. They are fun to go to. Like a Timberwolves game's fun to go to. There's like fireballs and music being played and concerts and refreshments and nachos, the whole deal. It's pretty fun.
just like you go there for like everything else. But the game's just kind
Just
of
the
there.
entertainment overall.
Right.
Not necessarily the game.
So I recently went to a conference in Colorado, and I went to a Colorado Avalanche game for no particular reason other than my hotel was across the street, and I could buy a ticket for like $18. And it was a ton of fun. Haven't been to a professional hockey game in well, I've been, but it's been a long time, and it was great fun. It was a blast. So live sports just kind of fun.
Yeah.
Whether you care about the team or the sport at all, maybe sometimes it doesn't matter.
Kind of like going to a Vikings game. Those first few minutes before the game starts, sometimes the exciting part.
Yeah. This Sunday was a great example of pregame was really, really fun, and then there was no excitement until the last 5 minutes, and then it turned out fun because they figured out a way to win. But
I had a friend who was at that game. He said it was the best, worst game that he's ever attended.
free throw on the way, just short.
It's a pretty exciting football weekend overall if you're a Iowa State Cyclone fan.
The right things happen for those Cyclones.
They did.
They get the chance to prove they're the best team in the Big 12.
Oh,
Good
is that
rebound there.
true? So you know what? I missed the second half of the second part of that. So who needed to win?
So BYU.
BYU
right?
needed
I have that
to
right?
win.
And they
Yep.
won their game. Yep.
Wow. Okay, so I missed that part. So they get a
So-
chance to prove they're the best in the Big 12.
That's right. So
Big
they play
12 championship game versus,
ASU.
thank you,
ASU,
Arizona
yep.
State this weekend, right?
this weekend
Just a classic
Saturday
traditional Big 12 matchup there.
in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I had a friend who was at that game sent me a picture that indicated it was very cold at that game. Or I'm not sure he sent me a picture, but he posted a picture.
Yeah, I think I did send you the No, wait, that person did send you that.
That person did send it.
To me, directly?
I think I got it as well.
Because those little, those social whatever make it sound so personal. Somebody just sent you a snap or whatever. It's like, oh, is it to me or is it just to everybody? I happen to be one of everybody. But I did feel special when I opened it.
That's all right. My that person's Snapchat circle is pretty small, so.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
That's a tough basketball play there that you just see Franzen go through, where that ball's coming at you. Your first instinct is to just try to grab it and off her hands, and out of bounds it goes. So it'll stay with the Panthers.
39.
Gotta reach out and
At least it's off the hands and not the face.
Not the
That's
face
more
this time,
comfortable.
right.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Nope.
Don't recommend.
Nope.
10 out of 10.
No,
Rogerson steals it away.
Oh. Little shuffle
one
there.
extra step there.
That's the one. That's the one. So I've been doing my best impression of Duke here, trying to get my color settings right on a non-advanced color system. We'll take a look here in just a moment.
You should let me know if you need me to hold the card up again. I got it this time.
Well, I can tell.
Turns out that feature isn't on the camera, so.
Nice find underneath for the easy layup.
Little busted coverage on the Saints there.
Here's a look at that other camera.
Yeah, it's closer. Uh-oh.
Stolen away. Nice defense there. Rogerson blocks the shot, tips it out of bounds. Central Springs will retain.
Yours is still better, Duke. But I think these will look good on the.
Well, maybe
Behind the
between
baskets.
games we can, mess with it.
Get them up on the wall.
You know our motto here at Saints TV. Will it work? We don't know, but we'll try it.
Is that our motto?
That is the motto. It's long, a little toothy, but we're going with it. Jump ball number 2. We
That's
should
funny.
have a jump ball contest as a Saints fundraiser, Saints TV fundraiser.
Like
And
to
I've got
predict?
ideas to predict.
when, how
yeah,
many,
it's
all
like
that stuff?
like the whole yard
Oh.
line thing that they do in football, but we're gonna do it for number of jump balls.
There you go.
That's a good
I
idea.
like it.
You got to have somebody to track that.
No, I don't. But Ella might. We might. We have a I shouldn't reveal my secret source. I have a secret source secured again this season for stats and other interesting pieces of information. I will reveal that secret source only at the end of the season, or if you were listening 15 seconds ago.
Don't. You're not allowed to rewind.
Hey, there was no last names
That's
mentioned.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of them out there.
There could be. 20 seconds left in this JV game. Nice shot, strong.
There you go.
Gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
Yeah. Way to keep after it.
Persistent.
Cool.
And that'll do it for the girls' JV event here in St. Ansgar. Central Springs wins it 28-10 over your Saints.
And we're going to take a little break here, hear from our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors, for making Saints TV free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Some people from the stands cheering are watching as well. We'd love to see that. But we're getting ready here for the JV boys game. We'll take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this message.
I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Zach of All Trades here. A message from Zach of All Trades. On a separate stream, there will be girls and boys varsity. Make sure you stick around because there's in this game too. After this game, there will be a separate stream for varsity only. And actually, Zach of All Trades will be suiting for that game. So be there or be square.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, Contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
St. Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, St. Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. St. Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. St. Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to.
All right, welcome back to St. Ansgar. We're at the beginning of the tip. Oh my gosh,
Trey
did you see the hops on that kid?
The skies
Who was that?
for the rebound. Trey Johans gets it to Schneebly.
Blonde Lightning.
That's not his name, but we're going to call him that.
Schneebly.
Schneebly.
Did you say Joe? I thought
Down low.
I thought you said Johans, but clearly he's a Jordan. Ooh.
Ooh, on the line. Over the line, Smokey. Mark it 0.
So let's do this. We've got boys JV on the court. Number 35, Colton Winnie. Number 3, Trey Johans. Number 22, Anthony Schnabel. Number 43, Jackson Vroom. And number 11, Gavin Squire are your JV starters. That pass intercepted.
Picked off. Going the other way.
Colton Winnie steps in front of that one. Vroom will bring it up, gets it over to Squire. Good ball movement early here. A couple of freshmen on the court here for the Saints, Johans and Schnabel.
Nice cut. Nice find. Good play.
Pass by Colton Linnea.
Welcome to the show, Poncho.
Poncho
Welcome.
on the mic.
Yes.
I thought I recognized that voice. That's the Poncho?
The one and only.
The Poncho.
Poncho, how was school today?
Good.
What was the most interesting thing you learned?
We were in art class today with Mr. Nielsen, the defensive coordinator for the St. Ansgar Saints, and we learned that we were doing charcoal art, and he was telling us about this guy. I can't remember his name, but he was a person who did like a huge oil painting of a person, and then in school the people told him that he couldn't not good enough to actually get past the grade, so he had to just paint because his hand, like, he couldn't draw very well and stuff. So he started painting, and he did this cool oil painting of someone's face, and then he got a blood clot in his spine, and then
Jeez.
he had to be
goodness.
yeah.
This is quite a story.
Yeah, he had to be in a wheelchair, and then showed all the people that he could actually draw people from like a distance and all that cool stuff. He like draw little shapes up close, and then when you were far away from it, it actually looked like a real human being.
Oh, I see. Like it's
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It has a name, I think, that kind of art, does it not? We should
Yeah.
name it.
It was charcoal, you said?
Yeah, well, the dude that painted it, he did oil painting, not charcoal, but it looked pretty similar to charcoal because it was gray and black and all that.
Ah.
That Mr. Nielsen, he's a talented guy.
Yeah.
Cole Winnie skies in for the block.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a nice
Deep
move
three,
from the sophomore
little
Winnie.
strong over. Johans tips it back in.
Saints looking to move
Gives
the
it
ball
to
up the
Snavel.
floor quickly.
Ooh, top of the key.
Oh.
Jackson Vroom makes it.
Saints take a 5-0 lead on a Vroom three-pointer.
Do we have a tire squealing?
I think we
sound
do. I
effect
gotta find it.
somewhere?
I gotta find it. I gotta find it, guys.
I think we should have like a cash register cha-ching when
Oh, yeah.
when they make like a swish 3.
Oh, look at that.
There's the screwdriver
Thank you.
of destiny
Thank
right
you,
there.
thank you.
There he is, the hero of the hour.
Here.
Hey, Ryan, you want back in here?
We have a screwdriver.
I got one right here. I got one right here. He's better than me.
Gavin gives it top of the key again from Vroom, but hits the box. Ooh, Colton Winya hits number 14 from Central Springs pretty hard. Colton from 3 makes it. Colton Winya will make the deep shot 3.
That was a heck of a shot, huh?
Very.
Ah.
Yes. Very good shot.
Saints looking good from behind the arc. Poncho's going to put you out of a job, Joe.
Yeah, have at her, man. Have at it.
Ooh, Colton with the sky-gazing block.
Sky grazing block.
I like it.
Gavin, top of the key.
Ooh, a little short.
Little short. Johans passes it to Colton. Takes a floater.
Rebound out for the Panthers. They look to clear.
Ooh, Schnabel hits it a little, but
Tried to get it poked out of there, didn't he?
We did not get the ball. Vroom screen.
There's that football knocking people over we
Yes.
talked about.
Gavin will take it, gives it to Vroom. Vroom down to Schnabel,
Ooh.
but number 5 will knock it
Got to
away.
be a little crisper on that pass from Vroom inside. Right idea, though.
Schnabel commits the foul on the rebound.
Hudson
or on
Sparrow
the,
will sub in
exchange.
for Jackson Vroom.
Hudville, wearing that famous number 21, looks good out there. This JV squad off to a flying start, looking really good,
Yeah.
aggressive.
Central Springs will run a play.
Playing with good pace.
Ooh, slips out of his hands. Colton will take it down the court. Gives it to Hudson Sparrow. Gavin in the corner. Oh, it's fumbled. And Schnabel takes the shot from mid-range. Johans rebounds it and makes the left-hand layup.
Good play there. Good hustle. Crashing the boards.
Trey Johans with a great rebound and put back there.
They'll take a shot.
Looking like a Backstreet Boy out
Mid-range,
there.
short.
Just a freshman. The
Foot
Saints
was on the line by the Central Springs.
Saints coaching staff, high hopes for Mr. Johans. He showed you why right here in that first quarter. Just
11 seconds
makes
left.
plays like that.
Trey gives it to Schnabel. Tough layup, gets knocked away. 3, 2, 1. Nope, couldn't get it up.
Good shovel
Schnabel,
pass there by
yes.
Winnie, just not enough time to finish before the buzzer.
Schnabel almost had the foul mid-range away. Almost, just had it by a little.
Yeah. Good first quarter there for the Saints. They find themselves up 10-2.
Winnie with 3, Vroom with 3, Schnabel and Johans both with a bucket apiece. So the Saints spread the scoring around.
Crashing the boards.
Good rebounds.
Hitting shots.
Good-looking, aggressive group of kids out there. That's for sure.
Yes.
Looks like some substitutions being made here right before the quarter. So we'll try to get you reset. I think we'll get a couple of new players in again here. We've heard this from this boys squad, both at the varsity level and the JV level, that there will be more players involved, let me say it that way, than in years past, where we've kind of had a 6 or 7 man rotation. I'm hearing 8 or 9, maybe at the JV and varsity level both. So that's a change that I think we'll start to see tonight.
See if we'll do good with the changes.
That can be fun to watch as you wear down the other teams.
Right, if you have many interchangeable pieces. Yeah.
Nope.
So it looks like number 4,
sideline.
Griffin Brum, 50, Zach Jensen, and 43, Mason Beeland. Number 2,
Joe Clevenger.
Matt Clevenger. Don't say the other name. I'm going to call him that all night. You can't start the Christian Corbin thing on me here, man. At least Joe still is in the school, right? So it is a little. We'll have to know his name later. And then Hudson Sparrow out there for the Saints as well. There's your 5 for the Saints.
You ever call Max Mason at home?
Like every day. Even though Max doesn't live there anymore, I still do.
Looks like a travel, maybe.
Travaile, I believe. It's Italian.
That's my Italian name.
Griffin Brum will take it.
Travaile.
Passes it to Hudson. Gives it back to Griffin. Gives it to Matt. Matt with the floater. And makes it.
Drive.
I think that one went in because of the hair.
Agree. We talked about this hair. If you're just joining us, this is dome hair. So a lot of the football players dyed their hair blonde. Some of them cut it all off as well. So you've got a little bit of that, little residue of that. Some of it a little patchy brown and blonde now, as it grows back in.
Mm-hmm.
Duke, did I hear a Backstreet Boys reference a little while ago?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
It's boy band night here in St. Ansgar.
Yep.
Ooh, Central Springs knocks it away and will take the left-hand layup.
Oh.
But Griffin Brum blocks it.
Gritty, sideline Gritty, skies for the block.
Sideline Gritty, more like primetime Gritty.
Prime time.
Griffin got the ups from his father sitting right next to me here.
No
he
doubt.
Could do the same thing. He used to bump his head on the rim every now and then.
There he is.
Ooh, with the hard reversal. And we'll make it. And we'll take 2 at the line.
Well, just 1 at the line if you make it, right?
I don't think it went in, though.
Oh, it didn't go in.
No.
It didn't? Oh, it looked like
So
it went.
thank goodness. I thought maybe it was going to, too.
Yeah. Takes 1.
Oh, it did go in. Now they add it to the scoreboard. Misses the free throw.
Yeah, sideline Gritty will shoot. Oh, off of Hudson's
Pretty
feet.
good look for Griffin there. Just didn't quite get it.
$12-4, Saints lead it here.
Yeah, with the way the Saints have been crashing the boards, too, I'd say just fire away when you can because, sometimes you can find your
3 from Central
pass off the
Springs,
rebound.
and we'll make it. What a shot by number 20. Passes it to Hudson. Gives it to Matt. Matt takes the right hand.
Good job by Clevenger finishing through the contact there.
He's got 4 points.
4.
In relief here in the second quarter.
Oh, Matt tips it away.
Hands on the ball.
So one of the things we'll watch here tonight.
Ooh, almost makes it.
Basketball?
Yeah, we'll watch play out here tonight is we talked about the potential for a larger rotation in this varsity game. Well, you're limited to how many quarters you can play in a night, right? In terms of how they count towards the game. I think it's 6. You can participate in 6 quarters, and it counts as 1 basketball game. So if I think some of these JV starters we will see in the varsity game. So I think that probably means they spread it around a little bit more in the JV game. So keep an eye on that.
Misses his first one, but gets redemption and misses his second one. But Central Springs had the ball for
jump ball.
Just a
Jump
second.
ball.
But jump ball. So Central Springs will get the ball back since there was a jump ball. We have Porter Sweesaw and Landon Hillman.
Landon Hillman, number 12. Porter Schweiss number 3.
Yep.
Checking in for the Saints.
Ooh.
Gritty with his second block of the
Blocks
night.
it.
He runs cameras on football sidelines. He blocks shots in basketball.
Gives it to Porter.
Just don't block his shot when he's on the sideline.
Gives it to Hillman. Hillman
ball
will
movement
make
there.
it.
Landon Hillman comes in and immediately makes an impact.
Great pass inside, and it's fun to see another Hillman coming through the ranks.
Ooh, what a pass by Central Springs.
Oh,
But
jump
it's
ball.
a jump ball again.
Gritty getting gritty, forcing the jump.
Yes.
Defensive machine sideline Gritty.
Locked in. Bringing the ball up.
Gives it to Matt. Ooh, Mason Ball digging the ball out, but will be a jump ball and be Central Springs.
Well, there's back-to-back-to-back jump balls there.
Yeah.
3 in a row. I believe that's called a turkey if we're bowling.
Yes,
yeah.
turkey.
Strikes.
I believe you got to call a couple of those fouls to prevent that from continuing. Otherwise, we're going to get 3 or 4 more.
If you get 10, it's a perfect game.
Oh, gets knocked out of his
Jump ball?
hands, but there's a foul.
10 jump balls in a row is not what I call a perfect basketball game.
No.
You sure? Gonna get time out? No, just a substitution. Jager Trenton, also known as JT Red here on Saints TV, enters the basketball game. Clevenger gonna push.
Matt, it slips out of his hands.
Just lost the handle, but it's fun to see the aggressive play, getting it into the lane.
Yeah, they're getting out quick.
Yes.
They are. This seems to be one of the deeper JV teams that we've had in a while. This is
For sure.
This is a good number of kids.
Down
Yeah,
low.
they have
Kicks
there's a
it
lot
back
of
out.
boys.
Mid-range blocked by Hillman. Matt sees JT Red.
Stays here, I believe.
But does it stay here? It does stay here. Zach will sub in for Mason Beanland.
Ooh, stack. I think we call this one. If
Gives
you want
it
to throw it
to
off, you
Hellman.
name it like Michigan
Gives
or
it to
something.
Matt.
Whoa.
Hard foul.
Watch the hair.
Yeah, yeah. Watch the hair, watch the hair.
Backstreet Boys are back. Who's that?
JT Red Bull.
Was-
Poncho,
that
you
was
singing down there?
Poncho.
Not sure.
You got a nice voice, Poncho. I really like it.
Thank you, thank you.
You probably never heard a Backstreet Boys song in your whole life because it's so young.
Maybe. I've heard it 1 or 2 times.
Good, good.
1 or 2 times.
On
Well, you sing it well.
I'm sure your parents were fans.
Yes. Oh, blocked
defense.
by Matt.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice move there by the Central Springs player, but Hillman recovers, shuts him down.
Oh, gives it to Hillman.
Pass inside.
Hillman with the spin away, fade away.
Turnaround
Real
jumper.
Hillman. Yes, yes.
Twist about jumper.
Twist and shout.
180.
Oh, that's do the twist.
Let's do the twist. I think that's different. Yeah.
They both have the same. They have the same lyrics. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Now.
As did
Come on,
every song of
baby.
the 60s.
You're right.
Oh, takes the shot.
Rebound, Matt Clevenger. No. Nay, not Matt Clevenger. Porter Schweiss. They have the same hair. Threw me off.
Oh, JT Red taking it down low. Well, we'll get fouled.
They all have the same hair on the court.
Yes, pretty much all of them have blonde hair.
Some are a little bit more orange than others, but
Yeah. Shave their head and they got a little brown and stuff in there. JT Red will make his first free throw. Huddy Sparrow will sub in Matt Clevenger. JT Red makes his second free throw.
That's JT Blonde to you.
Yeah, JT Blonde. Good defense by the Saints. Open three. Too hard, hits the box on the hoop.
Somehow, Hipsch comes out with
Oh, is fouled by. We don't know, but we
the
will.
Saints' fourth foul of the quarter. The last free one, and that one's not free because it's a shooting foul.
No, wish it was free.
No Black Friday deals on that one.
Nope.
Nope.
Got scammed, paid full price.
Makes his first one.
This is Jason Hipsch, number 11, shooting for the Panthers.
Left. It looks like he's left-handed.
What kind of bizarro world is this? Left-handed.
50 seconds left. Landon Hillman almost makes it off the
Shoots
rim.
over his opponent.
Very tall, just like his brother.
The whole family's tall.
Yes, very, very.
Except for Lonnie.
Yeah,
maybe someday Lonnie will get there.
Maybe.
maybe.
He's a climber. He'll achieve.
Eat his veggies. Drink his milk.
15 will drive it. Floater, and will make it.
Pretty shot.
Gives it to Porter, gives it to Zach.
That's
Zach
fine
takes
inside,
the hard
little strong.
layup. Floater, in and out.
Sparrow with the rebound.
Oh, half court.
Oh. Saints go to half in the JV boys game with the 20-11 lead over Central Springs.
Go to half.
About a 5-minute half here coming at you. The clock is running, so 4 minutes and 53 seconds. We'll be back with the second half. Boys JV action, a great first half for the boys. Just I think Horkin pointed out a couple times, just real aggressive, and everybody's kind of free with a basketball in a good way. And hey, let's just take it to the hoop and see what happens. And the Saints turned it into 20 first half points at the JV level. That's we'll take that.
Yeah, I think
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
St. Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, St. Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. St. Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. St. Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
There you go. Did you get some for me, Poncho? Can I? Thanks, man. I'm getting a little hungry. All right. We are back. I don't hear commercial music.
That must mean we're back live.
That must mean we're back. Gavin Squire takes a shot, does not go. If you're wondering who's this is speaking, this is Zach of all trades for you. Rebound, Colton Winia.
Winia has 17 rebounds.
That's a pretty good start.
Hi, not your average Joe. How are you?
I'm good. How about you? By the way, 17 might be a slight exaggeration, but he's played like 4 minutes and has, I don't know, 8 or something. So
I think Landon Hillman just shot that and missed. Stolen by Gavin Squire. Broom looks inside. Hillman saved it.
It's Brum, Hillman, Winia, Vroom, and Squire on the court for the Saints.
And for the Panthers, do you have any?
I got a few.
Names to numbers?
Some Hipsch and Hagen and Tabbert and Hickey and Lutz. There's some players with those names anyway.
Nice. Oh, off of Squire's face.
This is Lutz with it, number 3.
Stolen by Colton Winia, who almost lets it go out of bounds.
In control the whole time.
In control the whole time, yes, that's right. Vroom for 3, no good. Rebound, Winia, no good.
Rebound, Hillman.
And we have a jump ball.
Jump ball number 19.
Number 19.
And it looks like it's in favor of the Panthers.
Every jump ball's gone the Panthers' way. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's
must
not
be
true.
rigged.
That's also an exaggeration.
Oh.
Well, there we just got the arrow changed now, so we're good.
Yeah.
It does
Good for the
feel
next
like it. We must have gotten every quarter change ball because they've gotten every jump ball.
Yeah. So it goes inside to the high post. High post drives. Of course, we have Griffin Brum on the defense.
Good
and
defense
the rebound.
by Brum.
And the rebound.
Takes 13 offensive fouls, handles them all, and denies the shot.
Speaking of the football moves, there was a little bit there.
There
Shoving
was.
him out of the way. He held his ground, got the
He sure
rebound.
did.
Nice move by Vroom.
Vroom. Hillman is fouled and will shoot 2. We have some subs.
Some good looks there. They just won't go in, but the Saints are doing a great job on the glass, getting the rebounds.
Exactly. We have Duke Scoop back there figuring something out. Kano Genius filling in for him.
Always fixing something. aren't
Always fixing something, that's right. Hillman makes his first, looking for the other point. Schnabel and Johans subs in for the Saints.
I think you'll see a bunch of Squire and Winia in that varsity contest, which is why they are taking a seat here. There's a little speculation. We'll see if that
Hillman
pans out.
makes his second. Scores now 22-11 here in St. Ansgar on this chilly December night. What do you say about that?
We always give a weather update, Zach. Always. Good job. Usually I glance, we lost it. We got nothing.
You got nothing?
I do. You can hear
Please
me, right?
hold while I try your party's extension.
Contacts? No. Questions or
about
comments, please
now?
contact the manufacturer.
Oh, the wire there.
It's
Hold
really,
you down.
really hard to talk when you can't hear yourself in your ears.
How's that?
I don't know how people do that.
How's that? Not
So
your
I
average
thought the
Joe.
audio had dropped there. That was my concern. It did not. Just on my own ears it dropped.
We have.
We got the same back out there. What do we got? We got a change? Do I see a Johans? I think
We
I do.
have Johan, Schnabel, Hillman, Vroom, and Brum. You'll see a quick Duke running around your screen up there. Almost loses the possession, but goes up and finishes it for 2.
Found himself open in the lane after that attempted steal, so he went ahead and laid it up and in.
Johans. Vroom. Brum for 3. No
Good
good.
luck out there.
Hillman, offensive rebound. Brum for 3. No good. Good save by Johans, but unfortunately goes out of bounds.
Good series there for the Saints again. Like to see the hustle.
Good.
That Johans can go from under the hoop to the sideline in a step and a half. My goodness. Long legs.
Saints are playing some man defense, I see. Blocked by Schnabel and Vroom,
And
it looked like.
That was a good double block.
That was a good double block. That's what we call a double team in football.
And clean.
But this ain't football.
Lutz with the steal.
Vroomer looking to take the charge, but no, gets bodied.
As Not Your Average Joe mentioned, this is a little football-ish on the first couple games
Just a
of the
little
year.
football.
Yeah, just
It
a
always
little
is.
bit.
It's just a little.
So
There's always that
just-
transition
Yep,
between
we
basketball and football.
saw a little bit of it right there.
Who we have at the line, Joe?
Breck Lutz for the Panthers, shooting 2.
Misses his first. Bounces off the rim. Jensen and Hudson Sparrow in for the Saints. Takes out Hillman and Brum. Brum almost had 2 3-pointers there in that last possession for the Saints.
Did 2 good-looking shots. Yeah, that open, take them. They'll fall.
Makes his second free throw. Saints take it out of bounds. Bodied, I think. Correct me if
Going
I'm
to get the
wrong.
blocking foul on number 5 for Central Springs. That's Hickey.
And that means Saints ball underneath.
That's correct, sir. Second foul of the quarter on Central Springs. Just 2 minutes to go.
Inbound Schnabel, 3, no good.
Vroom
Great
skies
rebound.
for the rebound.
Over and back.
Duke is throwing things at me back here. I don't know what I did to deserve that. I think he's dropping the pieces of equipment he's trying to repair.
Vroom turns it over with an over and back call on the Saints. So that's a Saints turnover. Pancho, how's that mac and cheese?
We lost
really
Poncho to the concession stand there at halftime.
So Zach of all trades is filling in for him.
Out of bounds off of Saint. It'll be Panther basketball.
That looks like Sparrow.
So does Poncho eat in between every game?
I don't know. Poncho has his own rules.
Got to get the sustenance in there. That's
Yep.
a lot of words that come out of that mouth.
That's what success makes it, right? He's nodding his head yes. Blocked by
Johans
Joe
were blocked.
Hands. Clevenger. Joe Hands drives. Finds Clevenger outside. Clevenger finds Schnabel inside and is fouled.
Great ball movement.
And will shoot 2.
That's what I've been most impressed with this group tonight. Is just they're moving the ball really well.
And they're taking care of it.
Yeah. Last year during JV, we had a hard time passing the ball. Schnabel makes his first.
Saints stretch the lead back to 9.
Yep. Sorry, Joe, if I'm blowing wind in your ear.
That's okay.
Must be the weather from outside. Schnabel makes his second.
Banks it in.
The drive-thru's open late.
It's just be like one of those NFL stadiums that just retract the stadium roof.
I think we should start a new concept. Open
Joe
air
Hands.
basketball.
Layups in for 2.
He passed on his first opportunity to dunk it, and I'm disappointed. I will be on record as saying, Trey Joe Hands, dunk that baby. I know you can. I've seen it on social.
Yeah, he literally can dunk it from the corner and dunk it.
So let's see it. Let's see. I don't, I mean, it's one thing to do it on TikTok. Let's do it in a game, Trey.
Well, you got to realize the defender.
My
how
guess
much-
is his coach probably told him not to. So
Yeah.
which I understand. But you know what? I'm not the coach, so I'm here to create bad habits
Yeah.
and generate bad ideas.
It's what the crowd wants,
That's
right?
what the crowd wants. You give the crowd what they want.
That's right. Let's get everybody.
We want to see the freshman Sky for the dunk on the breakaway.
In a JV game. Schnabel, open layup,
Good layup.
in for 2.
28-14 as the third quarter expires here in St. Ansgar, the boys' JV game. The Saints have doubled up the Panthers here, 28-14 after 3.
Again, after halftime. How about that? Duke's roaming around here.
Duke has the heavy equipment out, and he is fixing camera mounts.
Left and right.
Well, I think we're going to bring you some special shots during the varsity contest here tonight that they are feverishly working on equipment to bring you.
Stay tuned to see Zach of all trades warm up with the varsity guys. That will be a sight itself to see.
Just 90 minutes
look
away.
forward to it.
Yep. Set your timers and your clocks.
And behind us, you guys can't see on stream, but behind us we have beautiful banners of our seniors and their sports athletes and after school curriculum activities.
Whoa.
Fun to see all that.
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
We
We have
that
Duke
camera
back.
fix apparently broke the camera, Duke, or are we
Well,
all right?
we can't have all of them working.
That's right. That's true.
We have Duke back.
Duke, you had a close call down there, it looked like.
Well, yeah,
You almost got ran over.
We almost.
Yeah, I was in the way, that's for sure.
And then nearly had a slip, trip, and fall accident on the way up. We had to reset our sign to it's been 0 days since the last workplace accident.
Wait, who slipped?
You.
I did?
I saw you.
I didn't see you.
It was a near fall, so
Yeah.
you're okay. It looks like we got some new guys, Zach. Who's out there?
Well, we have Jensen, Beelan, Sparrow, Clevenger, and Schwesaw out there for the Saints. Numbers ranging from 2 to 50. Tipped. Will remain with the Saints.
Good hustle, good battle there.
Central Springs coming out with some real aggressive defense there, denying the passes. So hopefully, if we can take care of the ball, that'll open some things up inside, just like that.
You ask, you receive.
Almost.
And
Clevenger's fouled
and
on the
we'll
way up.
shoot 2. So halfway between the girls' varsity game, I got a skedaddle. Misses his first.
Yep.
Barely gets in there. And then the ball decides to defy gravity and jump right back out.
Defy gravity.
He'll get the second one.
It wouldn't dare.
This one's
It would.
$5.
It does.
You would have won it.
Whoa,
Take that.
whoa.
Jensen tracks down
Good.
the rebound, though.
Out to Clevenger.
What?
Pass to Schwesaw. Into Jensen. Back out to Sparrow. Misses
good
the
enough.
3. Central Springs remains with the ball. Number 20. Miss. Rebound Panthers.
We'll get the color figured out after this game.
Steals. Jensen steals. Misintentions for Sparrow.
Good job by Schweisau to get back and alter that shot, take the easy layup, and at least force him into a tough shot.
And is fouled and will shoot 2.
Here's your keys. Thank
All right.
you.
All right, Zach, help me out with the shot clock. So they're not using it for the JV games, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Or should
Only
not.
varsity.
Should not be using it for JV.
Lutz's first one is rims out, no good.
As they say, no good.
They, who's they?
Other people. I don't know. Second shot is also a no-go. Clevenger to Schwesaw for a layup and is fouled.
And,
He'll go to the line to make it a three-point play.
I can't find my car keys. Yeah.
Are they down here somewhere?
I hope not. I think they're in my ignition.
Oh, no.
It's a Buick. Nobody will steal it.
What's the call on that one? He made it?
He did not.
He did not.
He did not make it. And Central Springs goes to the line to shoot 2.
Sparrow with the aggressive defense. Got just a little handsy. Call him for the foul.
Johans, we call him Hansi. Misses his first. Jensen looked like he got ready to get that one.
I asked for a screwdriver earlier, and one showed up.
Asking you shall receive.
Now I'm going to ask for someone to bring me my car keys.
I like it.
Makes his second.
Rothmeyer makes 1 of 2.
Clevenger to Schwesaw. Schwesaw gets out of control.
A hot potato down there.
And Panthers will remain with the ball. Yeah, it's a big game of hot potato out here. You take it. No, you take it.
Zach, what's your favorite type of potato?
Boiled.
You can't say hot. Boiled.
Boiled? Just like a skinned and boiled? You like skin on?
Sparrow with the rebound.
Skin off,
Skin off,
preferably.
boiled.
Well, actually, nothing beats a good mashed potato
Jensen
with
the
corn and butter.
jumper.
What about you, Duke?
Saints have their biggest lead of the night at 17.
I like it in scalloped potatoes and ham.
Ooh, that's also pretty good. But I call that a mashed potato.
Well, it's not mashed, it's scalloped.
Scalped.
But you can mash them if you want.
You can, yeah.
I mash all potatoes with my teeth
Okay.
when I eat them.
So Vroom checks in for the Saints.
I like a good curly fry.
That's pretty good, too.
They've been around for a while, but they still feel new.
I know. Passes to Clevenger, who loses control and jump. No. Sparrow, no good.
Nice job by Jensen getting on the floor there.
Yeah.
Getting a handle on that.
No good. Jensen
rebound.
rebound. Finds Schweisaw.
Saints are going to be content to slow it down a little bit.
Schweisaw to Clevenger. Clevenger drives. Jensen. Two-pointer, no good. Rebound, Clevenger. No good. Out of bounds. It remains Saints ball.
I like the aggressive looks.
I think these kids have potential for varsity.
Doing a great job controlling the glass.
Yep.
Rebounding.
How's that water, beautiful water of yours?
It's wonderful.
We have a travel call on Vroom.
Man, these JV boys, they're cleaning the glass so well, we might see birds starting to fly into them.
Duke. Or maybe airplanes.
If you ever get the chance to work with Duke like all day long at a job, you get to hear about 10 of those a day.
Yeah, with cars. Brum checks in for the Saints. And number 5 checks in for the Panthers. Are they Panthers?
They are the Panthers of Central Springs.
Number 3 takes it up. Tipped.
Good hands.
Two Saints
to
sit on
Zach Jensen. It's like one of the ricochet plays. Sparrow for 3. No good. Rebound, Brum. Jensen.
Great
No
little
good.
pass in there.
Rebound. And stays with the Saints. Out of bounds. A lot of action going on here in STA tonight. Vroom inside. Hook shot.
Strong.
I am very impressed by our post players. We have some traditional post play going on. Like back in the olden days when I was there, this is what we did. You stood on the block and turn around and shoot it.
Shoot it. Yeah.
These guys are doing
Nothing
well.
fancy.
Jensen
takes it away.
steals it away. Vroomer off Panther and stays with the Saints out of bounds with 2:24 left in the game. 34-15 is your score.
And yeah, Ryan, to your point, we've seen some really nice little shovel passes and quick, touch and go passes down low too, which is really, really effective. Those little 5-foot shovel passes between the post players.
Vroomer inside, no good.
The impressive part with this group is those big guys seem to be able to handle the ball really well too.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Number 20, no good for 3. Number 3 is not scripted. I've been doing my research, you guys. Duke.
Oh, yeah?
Griffin Brum for 3. No good. Rebound.
It's a pass.
Wonderful pass.
Oh.
Foul.
Might be
Mr.
one of those
Hillman.
over the backs.
Nunez checks in for the first time. And Jagger Trenton comes back in for the Saints. I think all of our guys have checked in at least once this game.
Yeah, we don't lose much either. I mean, it's all they all seem to play pretty well together. You can tell they're.
Nunez forces the fumble.
We got a melee on the ground.
Ruski.
Or do you think Mike Tyson?
Where do I? What?
Do you think Mike Tyson out there?
Do I think Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
No, he's a boxer.
Answer the question, Duke. Don't try to avoid it. You got to answer the hard questions around here. Do you think Mike Tyson?
Rebound, Hillman.
Yes, I do.
Outlet up ahead to Jagger.
Jagger Trenton, no good. Layup. Rebound, Panthers. Number 3 takes it up. To pass to 15. Stolen by Vroom.
Oh.
Rebound. No, steal. Foul. Jagger Tretton will shoot 2 at the line. How was your Thanksgiving, guys?
I was blessed and thankful.
Did you guys do anything fun?
Ate some turkey. That was good. I always like the food. That's probably, I like the food during the feasts.
Multiple feasts with an S?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just one.
One for me, too.
Well.
And lots of leftovers.
Makes
maybe.
his second. Must have missed his first.
He did.
I believe you're correct. Yes, made the second.
Vroom takes it up the court. Passes it to Brum, who passes it to Tretton. And is on the floor. Saints ball. Nunez takes it out of bounds. Nunez looking for an open person who finds Tretton. Tretton drives. Shovel pass to Hillman. Hillman up. Good for 2.
Nice shot. The Saints take their biggest lead of the night.
Once again, some decent ball handling there. Got himself caught a little too far underneath the basket. No problem.
Little drop step. That's a nice shot. Learned that from Jenny.
Hillman on the coverage, but it's still good for 2.
With the floater.
Vroom to Brum. Brum inside. Back to Vroom for 3. No good. Tipped out of bounds. Saints ball on the side with 10.5 to go. And that is seconds, by the way. 10.5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 36-18. Vroom to Brum. Brum back to Vroom. Back to Brum.
To Vroom. To Brum.
The Saints
and that is game. 36-18. Your Saints win over the Central Springs Panthers. Mark that one.
Double up the Panthers here tonight in the JV game.
Fun team to watch.
Yeah.
If you like that one, you come back Thursday night. The JJV boys in action here versus Lake Mills here in St. Ansgar.
Ryan's here as a first-timer.
I'm giving it a whirl.
All right.
Can't keep up with you, Zach, but
We will be right back on a separate stream because this is the end of the JV boys and girls games for this year. And so now we will be going to the varsity stream. We'll see you there.